Hello everyone, welcome back to TeaHouse Dives. After watching the opening episodes, I have one question. What kind of story is this really trying to tell? Today we're talking about Love for You, episodes 1 and 2. And I have to admit, this drama surprised me. Because it isn't beginning as a romance, it's beginning as a psychological family drama. This drama is not just about a couple falling in love. This is a story where love grows out of something much deeper. Trauma, family, survival, the kind of a relationship that doesn't begin with butterflies, but with broken people trying to find safety. That is why this drama surprised me. And after these 2 episodes, I don't think it's asking us to fall in love with the romance. I think it's asking us to understand the wounds. This isn't a romance yet. Going into this drama, I expected a controversial relationship to dominate everything. Instead, the first 2 episodes barely develop romance at all. They're establishing trauma. The romance isn't the foundation, the broken home is. 2 children raised by broken adults. Chen Yi grows up inside physical abuse. His father constantly humiliates him. He beats him. He ties him up. He uses violence as discipline. Even worse, his father repeatedly questions whether Chen Yi is really his son. Imagine hearing that from your own parent. But his father doesn't just punish him, he controls him. Every punishment feels like a submission. Kneeling, holding heavy objects above his head, being beaten while forced to stay silent. Even the booster cables aren't simply about physical pain, they're psychological. Early rewatch, Chen Yi frees on the bumper cars because electricity terrifies him. Later that night, his father uses booster cables to continue the abuse. Suddenly, the trauma from the amusement park makes perfect sense. The drama quietly tells us that his fear didn't begin there, it began at home. Then we have Miao Jing. Miao Jing's trauma is completely different. She isn't beaten, she is neglected. Her mother loves her, but consistently chooses survival and sometimes herself before her daughter. I actually think the very first bus ride tells us everything from episode 1. Her mother buys herself a ticket. She doesn't buy one for her daughter. Instead, the little girl hides underneath a coat. That image perfectly summarizes their relationship. Miao Jing is expected to quietly disappear whenever life becomes inconvenient. Her mother is not abusive. She's neglectful. Those are 2 different moods. What's fascinating is that she genuinely believes she's a good mother. Every decision she makes is justified by one sentence. I'm doing this for us. Yet, she's beautifully dressed. Her daughter looks neglected. Later, she's promoted to diamond-level sales champion. She's celebrated. She's admired. Meanwhile, her daughter spends her 16th birthday sitting alone in the dark with a tiny cake. It's such a painful visual contrast. The mother is selling success to everyone around her, while her own daughter is quietly learning what loneliness feels like. The adults think they're creating a family. I find this fascinating. Both adults believe they're creating a fresh start. Chen Yi's father wants to recreate the family he lost after his wife died. Miao Jing's mother wants financial security. On paper, it sounds like they're building a family. In reality, they're simply placing 2 traumatized children under the same roof. And the house itself almost becomes another character. Everything feels crowded. Tiny hallways, narrow rooms, no privacy. Everyone is forced into each other's lives. Chen Yi's bedroom was once the only space that belonged to him. Suddenly, it belongs to someone else too. Their beds are side by side, divided only by a curtain. I don't think that's accidental. Physically, they're separated. Emotionally, they're worlds apart. Yet every single day, someone crosses that curtain. The fan, the lollipop, the statue, the arguments, the conversations. The curtain never truly keeps them apart. Why Chen Yi isn't just a bully. I never interpreted Chen Yi as someone who enjoys hurting Miao Jing. Does he bully her? Absolutely. He's rude. He steals from her. He tests her patience. He moves the fan. He draws imaginary borders in the bedroom. But something interesting happens. I never feel like he wants to destroy her. I think he's testing boundaries. He's protecting the only space in the world that belongs to him, his bedroom, his mother's statue, his memories. Everything else in his life has already been taken away. And at first, I thought he was simply being rebellious. Then I realized he's almost never home. He's always outside, wandering around town, doing odd jobs, sleeping elsewhere. Eventually, I stopped asking, why doesn't he stay home? And started asking, why would he want to? The statue represents his mother. The statue isn't just porcelain, it's his connection to his mother. When it breaks, it isn't just another accident, it's another loss, another reminder that nothing belonging to his mother survives. One of my favorite scenes is the river. I think the river scene completely changes how we see Chen Yi. Miao Jing believes he abandoned her. We believe she was rescued by someone else. Then the drama quietly reveals he actually jumped in after her. He saved her. He never asked for credit. He simply walked away. I love moments like this because actions tells us much more than dialogue. Up until the river scene, he had been protecting his room, his mother's statue, himself. This is the first moment he risks himself for someone else. What's even more interesting, he never tells anyone. Not even Miao Jing. It's almost as if kindness is something he doesn't want to admit. The steamed egg. The first act of family. The scene that affected me the most wasn't the river. It was the steamed egg. Think about it. Nobody has been taking care of Chen Yi. Certainly not his father. Miao Jing quietly cooks for him, blows on every spoonful, feeds him. It's probably one of the first genuinely nurturing moments he's experienced in years. Not because they're step-siblings, but because for just a few minutes, one wounded child is taking care of another wounded child. I think episode 2 is where my opinion of Miao Jing's mother completely changes. The birthday scene hurt. 16 years old, sitting alone, making a wish that next year she won't spend another birthday alone. That's heartbreaking. It tells us this isn't the first lonely birthday. It's probably all she's ever known. I don't actually see these two as brother and sister. I don't even see them as future lovers yet. I see them as allies. Two children trapped inside the same battlefield. One escapes abuse, the other escapes neglect. Neither can leave. Neither has anywhere else to go. They're surviving the same house for completely different reasons. So, who is this drama for? I think this drama is for viewers who enjoy character studies more than romance. If you loved emotionally layered dramas where family trauma shapes every decision, this may be exactly your kind of show. If you're expecting lots of romance right away, you may actually be disappointed because the first 2 episodes are much more interested in asking, how do broken children become broken adults? Overall, I'm impressed. Not because of the romance, but because the emotional foundation feels surprisingly mature. The controversial relationship isn't what hooked me. The broken family did. After 2 episodes, I don't think this drama is asking us to see future lovers. I think it's asking us to see 2 children surviving the same war. One is fighting violence, one is fighting neglect. They aren't rescuing each other overnight. They're slowly becoming each other's safest place. And honestly, that's far more compelling to me than the romance itself. I'm really curious to see where the writers continue exploring trauma or eventually shift the focus towards romance. We'll find out together. Every drama has a surface story, and then there's a story quietly brewing underneath. I think the surface story of Love for You is a controversial romance, but underneath is asking a much harder question. Can 2 children who never experienced a healthy family learn what love is supposed to look like? If you enjoyed the first pour, don't forget to subscribe. Until next time, I'll meet you back at the TeaHouse.